And the Eagles go for their second Lombardi. Super Bowl 59. Here we go. And the Eagles will start. Here's Saquon Barkley for the first time, sneaking around the edge and spinning his way up to about the 34-yard line, giving 4 yards on that first run. Here's Hurts. Can't find anyone. Now looks and throws on the run. Has a completion. It's Devontae Smith who's inbounds for a first down. First down is Barkley on the right side. Barkley. And into a wall of Chiefs after picking up 3 on that carry. Hurts has some time. Zips it to Barkley, who is taken down. What a great tackle by Nick Bolton.
Terrific play here by Bolton, just wrapping him up. Saquon nowhere to go. On third down, not a bad idea by Kellen Moore in this Eagles offense.
Third down, no blitz here, but Hurts has some pressure. Steps away, looking to run. Hurts racing towards the mark, not going to get there. Brian Cook came up from the safety spot to make that stop. Hurts from the gun. Back to pass, going deep. Far sideline. Caught! A.J. Brown. There's a penalty too, but Brown with a big play over McDuffie. And let's see if it holds.
Pass interference. Offense. Number 11. 10-yard penalty.
Don't like that call to start the game.
And so now the Eagles will have to punt it away. As man sends it out there. Remigio waiting. Good punt. Way up there. Remigio looking for a little room. And not much. It was played well by the Eagles special teams. Quick throw over the middle, and it has a completion right away. Juju Smith-Schuster had a couple huge catches in the AFC Championship game. Delivers with 11 right off the bat.
Ball comes out of his hand quickly, an absolute strike.
On the fake, another quick throw. Try to get Worthy, the speedster, and a great tackle by Cooper DeJean. Rookie on rookie out there.
And they believe in him, and that carries you a long way.
There's Mahomes on second. Zips over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Travis Kelce that time. And it's a third long coming up. 3rd and 9. 4-man rush. Mahomes. Pressure. Steps away. Running around. Way back there. Throws as he gets hit. It's up there, and it is nearly intercepted, and it's incomplete.
The only way for them to affect Patrick is to get immediate pressure. And the one thing the Chiefs don't do a great job of offensively is their offensive line holding up for long periods of time. Jalen Carter gets in there.
Another good kick. Here's DeJean. Makes a nice move. DeJean finding his way out across the 30, and a nice little return. Start from the 31 here. It's Barkley up the middle, and there is not much there. So far early, Chiefs doing a nice job. Yeah, he said we need our DBs to realize even if the play is the other direction, they're in it. Pursuit of the ball. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a lot of time. Over the middle, he goes wide open. It's Dallas Goedert. He's got a connection and a first down into Chiefs territory.
And they're right back on the ball, putting a little pressure on their on the Chiefs defense to get lined up.
Barkley outside, little seam, and then Danner does a nice job to get out there. Had some help too from Connor.
And all that competition comes out. He's a fiery guy. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that today.
Chiefs looking at a blitz. Here's Barkley, and Barkley pushing his way forward and inside the 45, down to about the 42.
He's been a great impactful player for them down the stretch.
3rd and 5. Late pressure, picked up. Hurts slings it high, incomplete, and Goddard took a shot, and there's a penalty. Trent McDuffie was there on the hit, and that one may have been upstairs to the head. Barkley, left side, slips down inside the 30 and might end up losing a yard there. Blitz coming. It's picked up. Hurts going deep, has a man. It is caught. Dotson down there. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Great blitz pickup we saw before with Saquon. Gives Dotson a little time to make that little hesitation stutter move. And Hurts finds Jahan Dotson down the field. He comes up a little short with the knee down Good job with the...
Hurts on the sneak. Pyle drives his way in. Touchdown.
We heard a few cadences in there to make sure the Chiefs didn't jump in, and this play's been virtually unstoppable. And we asked some of the Chiefs players this week, how do you stop that play? Chris Jones, you see that technique. He was trying to just throw his back into the offensive line. It's just so much power.
Here's Elliott for the extra point, and that is up and through, and so it's 7-0 Eagles in the early going. So there have been two big penalties, one for each team that have gone the other way. All right, Eagles took away on a 4th down, and that penalty on McDuffie, which you didn't like either, helped give that touchdown. Here are the Chiefs. Remigio bouncing around. He's had a couple great returns in the postseason, that time out across the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. A lot of time. Thought about going deep. Instead comes back underneath and hits Juju Smith-Schuster. Up to the 38 he goes. There's Mahomes going to give it to Kareem Hunt, who's going to get the rush up the middle, 2 yards on that play. 3rd and 3. Mahomes pressured. Steps away on the run. High, and it's incomplete. High, booming kick. DeJean's going to let it go over his head, and into the end zone it goes, and so the Eagles will take it on out. On the fake. Looking around, floats one, little high throw, and it's dropped by Johnny Wilson, who hasn't seen the ball in the playoffs. Let's go downstairs to Aaron Andrews. Yeah, that's been a thing, Aaron. We know that. Here's Barkley, and he's off to a slow start because the Chiefs are playing him well. You know what they say, 10th time's a charm. Here's Hurts looking to throw. Devontae Smith makes a catch and backpedals his way for what should be a 1st down. Great effort from Devontae Smith, who broke through Nick Bolton's tackle.
He's delivering the ball very accurately tonight. 5 of 6 with 1 drop. Couldn't start any better for Hurts.
Got time. Near side, Dotson makes his 2nd catch, sprinting for a 1st down for him. He had 1 catch all postseason. It was a touchdown against Green Bay, and he's got a couple big ones early in this one.
This may be one way to, again, use the pass to soften up some of this run defense.
Design run, Hurts. It's a great block from Barkley, and then surges his way down to the 45, picks up 9.5. 2nd and 1, here is Barkley, 1st down. And Saquon takes it down to the 41.
Yeah, and that's a very good feeling for the offense to know their guys. Look at this formation.
Wow, interesting. They're just going to run it right up the gut with Gainwell that time, and he runs into Bolton. Gainwell. And Gainwell tackled immediately.
They're in 4-down territory if they can get it to a 3rd and 1.5.
Everybody's coming on the blitz. Penalty flies. Hurts is smashed. Karlaftis gets home along with a couple of others, but there's a penalty in the secondary.
Offside. Defense, number 90, line up in the neutral zone. The 5-yard penalty is enough for a 1st down.
Hurts on a keeper. He's in some trouble, and he's going to go down for a loss. Jamari Connor, who's a great run stopper, came up from the secondary to make the stop. Start the 2nd quarter, 2nd and 14 for the Eagles. Here's Hurts. That's time. Now he's going to zip it to Barkley out on the edge, looking to get around Bolton, who's one of the best tacklers in the league, and Barkley gets back to the original line of scrimmage to pick up 4. Chiefs come with a blitz. Hurts sees it. Back foot throw going for A.J. Brown. Intercepted by Cook. Brian Cook read it. It was underthrown, and he's got the turnover.
It starts with the problems up front with Jurgens and Bolton. They struggled last week with this interior pressure, and it's just clear to the quarterback. You can't do that up front as an offensive lineman. Let an unabated linebacker right to the middle of the pocket. Yeah, and that would bother me too.
Mahomes, quick throw outside. Noah Gray gets popped right away. Makes the catch, but nothing there. 2nd and 8. Pressure coming, but it's picked up. Mahomes across his body. It's Kareem Hunt, and he is swarmed right away.
Complete passes or run for the 1st down when you're in these situations.
3rd and 3. 4-man rush, another quick throw. Incomplete. Try to sneak it in there to Kelsey again, who doesn't have a catch yet, and the Chiefs will have to punt it away. And Arise at a punt from his own end zone. DeJean tries to get outside, but boy, is that covered well by the Chiefs. Not much there.
New Orleans on Bourbon Street just a long time ago.
Here is Barkley, who goes nowhere. Tranquil all over him. We go downstairs to Tom Rinaldi. Hurts, pressure again up the middle. Running away. Hurts going to take it himself. A long way to go, and gets across the 45. 3rd and 7. They rush 4. Hurts going for A.J. Brown. Back shoulder. Oh, a beauty from A.J. Brown.
Goes right back to Brown on McDuffie. They're certainly not afraid of Brown on the All-Pro McDuffie. Brown getting the best of him so far.
They go quick, give it to Barkley up the middle, and again runs right into Drew Tranquil. They're doing a great job on Barkley. Hurts going to get it to him this way, out in the flat. It's a good block. Barkley makes a cut inside the 30. He goes. Hurts going to keep it himself. Being chased outside, and a great tackle that time from Justin Reed. He was shot out of a cannon. And we get some movement. There's a flag. This kick does not count. Going to stop this play. He just drew it in there, and it's good. Looked like it was fading, but he turned it over.
I'm interested to hear that. I haven't heard it much all year. This is a perfect time. There's 70,000 people going with you.
You know, that may require a couple of, beverages later. Not right now. There you go. It's been a complete overhaul for the Eagles, and so far looking good in the first half of this game. Here's Mahomes. Pressure right away. Mahomes is sacked. Josh Sweat gets home.
Creative protection where Creed Humphrey ultimately has to find his way over, but there's no way with Sweat up the field like that. Kelsey tries to get a hand on him, but I saw that protection last week against against Buffalo.
2nd and 14, 4-man rush. Mahomes pressured again, sacked again.
Just tell by Patrick's feet, just doesn't have 100% confidence in his protection right now. They're kind of moving all over the place, and nor should he have a ton of confidence right now. Caliendo, the left guard in there, can't deal with Hunt.
3rd and 16, Mahomes rolling out, looking, firing, intercepted, picked up by Cooper DeJean, gets a block. DeJean is in, touchdown.
Patrick, one of the best in the world. They're just trying to get him out of the pocket to buy a little time, and he sees the crossing route coming to the left, but he loses track of DeJean as he kind of falls back and reads Patrick's eyes. You could see the break, and this young stud, Cooper DeJean, another rookie making a huge impact, absolutely unstoppable on defense.
Elliott, extra point up and good. Cooper DeJean has been one of the best rookies in the league.
The offensive line of Kansas City's got to shore up these protections to give Patrick a little bit more time to read things out properly.
Let's go downstairs to Aaron. Now see how they respond. Brandon Graham in for the first time for the Eagles. They get it inside, and that play gets stuffed. Goes backwards. Moro Ajuma was right there. 2nd and 12. Try to get the run game going. It's been invisible, and Pacheco gets a couple there. It's going to be 3rd down and long. On 3rd and 9, 4-man rush. Pressure again. Mahomes in trouble. Mahomes sacked again. 3rd of the day for Philadelphia.
Again, Patrick I'm just watching his feet, and he just is not that comfortable right now, kind of moving left, and again, I wouldn't expect him to be very comfortable with the way this pass rush is really getting after this offense.
Here's the punts. DeJean calls fair catch, runs into his own man, but holds on. Here's Barkley, who's been so quiet this time up the middle for a big game. And I know it's only the second quarter, but this feels like a monumental drive in the game.
For the entirety of the half and not give the Chiefs any chance.
Well, Hurts going to run and just kind of dancing around, and then I think did enough to get it. He does. By the way, Mekhi Becton is back in at right guard. You see him right there, number 77.
Still a lot of football left to be played.
Barkley dancing around, and Barkley is going to pick up 3. Penalty flag on this play.
Holding. Offense number 69. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
And so they get it on Landon Dickerson.
They haven't been able to do much today against this very formidable, tough Chiefs defense.
1st and 20. Hurts can't find anyone. Now pressure, tripped up, nearly dropped the ball, and gets taken down. George Karlaftis got a hand on him here. Hurts here. And whoa, high, incomplete. Just fired a rocket there to Barkley. And we get penalty flags.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 32. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Here's Gainwell giving Barkley a break. Gainwell in trouble. Strung out. Bolton coming after him and gets to him. Man, they are playing the run exceptionally well here tonight.
Come on, Mekhi.
Play clock winding down. Here's Hurts. Pressure up the middle. Gets hit as he throws. Completes it, though, to Goddard, who's going to be a couple yards short of a first down. He took a shot that time. Blitz coming. Everybody's coming. Here's Hurts. Lets it fly, and it's just a bad throw. A.J. Brown was the intended receiver, and the Chiefs looks like they've gotten a big stop, and they do.
As many times I've watched him play and competed against them.
Chiefs decline the penalty, so they punt from right where they are. This is a little bit of a wobbler. Remigio's going to let it go. It takes a good Eagles bounce, though. Here's Mahomes. 4-man rush over the middle, and it's intercepted again! This time it's Zach Bond, and the Eagles are set up inside the 10.
Little pressure here. Tooney steps on Patrick, and Bond, outstretched arms.
Wow.
What a catch. The all-pro linebacker. You got Sweat on Tooney. Pushes him into Patrick. A little off balance as he throws. Bond reads his eyes. And a diving catch from a guy that used to play on the Saints on the line of scrimmage, rushing the quarterback. They moved him to middle linebacker this year on a 1-year contract.
Barkley in motion. Hurts looking his way. Design run, and Hurts runs into a Menahu there. Not much. Going to pick up about 3.
He's done his best to hang in there, but again, not his natural position in the pros.
Hurts lets it go. Complete. A.J. Brown. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
A.J. Brown coming across the field, uncovered. Hurts finds him with a nice throw right in front of, 1 foot in front of his numbers. Bolton, the closest guy in coverage. He's not keeping up with the speedster Brown. Sirianni excited, as they should be. Unbelievable. This game has been all about the line of scrimmage. Howie Roseman believes in offensive and defensive lines, and they have certainly been dominating the game. Got a second book coming out. It ain't bad being rich either. Amazon's bestseller.
Hey, everything helps. With 1:35 to go in this first half, Chiefs do get it after the break. Here's Mahomes. Pressure again. Thinks about running. Flag flies. This may be coming back. And Mahomes, roughed up, gets out near the 40. Let's see what the penalty is.
Holding. Offense number 65, 10-yard penalty, first down.
4-man rush again. Look to set up a screen. The Eagles read it. They were all over it. And we get a penalty. Hang on. This one in the secondary. Let's see. The signal, though.
Maybe an illegal man downfield.
Ineligible player illegally downfield, offense number 52. The penalty's been declined. Second down.
A long halftime to figure it out.
They do. Quick throw over the middle. There's a connection. And it's up to Hollywood Brown, who makes a catch. Going to pick up 9 yards there with 1:15 to go. 3rd and 11. Mahomes steps away from pressure again. Throws across his body. Has a man, and Hopkins can't come up with it. Oh, he was wide open. And now it's a punting situation with 34 seconds to go. A rise at a punt. DeJean runs up, makes the catch. And DeJean runs into a swarm of Chiefs, is taken down there. Just going to give it to Barkley up the middle, and Barkley upended after picking up 3.
See if we can gain a little bit of momentum. Our D's playing good. It's a very important drive for Kansas City to start the half.
And they'll start this one from the 30 as we go downstairs to Tom.
We need to treat it as if it's 0-0.
Here's Pacheco on the run game, trying to get that going. And look, I don't think there's anyone in the world who's doubting Patrick Mahomes. They've done it so many times.
Try to tire this defensive line down a little bit.
Here's Worthy, who breaks a tackle. He's got great speed. He's got a first down. They're second of the game.
You can maybe gain an extra possession or 2 in the game.
Mahomes looking around, pressured again. Mahomes dropped again. 4th sack of the game for Philadelphia. It's Jordan Davis that time. Pitching the shutout so far. Mahomes pressured again. Sack number 5.
Josh Sweat just over here on the right. Over the top of Jawan Taylor. Gets chipped. Folds back inside as Mahomes tries to step up into the pocket. Again, Patrick's just trying to buy a little bit of time.
3rd and 17. Mahomes. No one's open. Sweat chasing him again. Mahomes is still on his feet. Look at this run by Mahomes. He's going to come up well short. That was a great effort.
To disrupt him in the passing game and not give him the time he needs down the field. It's the way this game has gone for Patrick Mahomes in this Chiefs offense.
Punt is sky high. DeJean going to let it go, and it goes into the end zone, and the Eagles will take over on their 20. They're going to throw. Hurts will throw a little screen to Barkley. Gets a block on the edge, and Barkley up to the 25, and it's interesting.
Do whatever you want here on 2nd and 6.
Give him a carry. Barkley again, there's just not much there. Played so well by the Chiefs. 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. Hurts in trouble. Senses it. He's going to run for a first down and a lot more. Hurts sliding out across the 40. His 6th sense kicked in there as he was about to be hit, and he turned it into a 16-yard run.
And this element to his game, when they cover well in the secondary and he feels any space, he takes that, and there's nobody going to catch him. Bolton's trying to track him down. Chanel's trying to track him down. He knows what he needs for a first down in situations like that.
Hurts to throw on the fake. Here comes some pressure now. He's got to have a completion to Devontae Smith, who's got it. And he's going to be a little short of a first down. Is Reed there on the tackle.
And we saw him a lot in the year, KB, you and I. Took great care of the football. He's going to need to continue to do that here in the second half.
Barkley up the middle. Barkley finally breaks one. He's got a first down inside the 45. He goes his longest of the day. Barkley gets the pitch. This is their favorite play. Trying to look for that seam, get to the 40. He told us he loves that play. Chiefs show blitz. They come with it. Hurts senses going to run again, and a big seam. Jalen Hurts down to the 25. Well, that's his answer to the all-out blitz. Just run it right up the gut.
Wow. Coach Spags doesn't have matched up here and just Hurts in the middle of the pocket. Takes a look downfield, doesn't have much.
Hurts looking deep, not there. Now he's going to float one for Barkley, who hangs on, falling backwards down to the 4. Hurts
just gets out of the pocket with clear vision. And a little bobble from Saquon. And I never minded a bobble or two for a back. It's not necessarily their specialty. So expect Saquon to get the ball. It's what they've done a lot this season in the red area.
He'll get it, but gets tackled immediately by Chamari Connor. So good as a box safety. 2nd and goal. Barkley gets it, and again, well played. Justin Reed up from the safety spot. They've had all kinds of help from that secondary. Hurts looking around, can't find anyone. No one's open. Hurts going to try one in there, and it's caught, but he's out of bounds as Devontae Smith was out of play, and so they'll send on the field goal unit with Jake Elliott. And there's a flag, obviously, on the play. Who moved?
False start, snap infraction by the offense, number 49. 5-yard penalty, it's 4th down.
High snap, Elliott drills it right through. 27-0.
On Patrick Mahomes without having to send an extra rusher, which has allowed them to play very well on the back end of their defense and force Patrick to hold the ball. By a little bit of time, but nothing there as he moves up into the pocket.
This time they roll Mahomes, looking around, on the run, has a completion and a first down. That's a good start as DeAndre Hopkins has his first catch. First time in the Super Bowl for Hopkins in his 12th year.
Rather than lining up right behind the center.
They'll snap and they'll get it off on the handoff to Hunt. It turns it into a nice game. Pressure again in Mahomes' face. Steps away somehow. Penalty flag, though, back behind the line. Mahomes dancing around. Still on his feet. Look at Mahomes. Wow. Got a first down. What an effort. Wow. Ball comes out. And they stay with it to the Chiefs, but now we'll see the penalty.
Doesn't know there's a holding.
Offense number 74. Penalty is 10 yards from the previous spot.
He is not going to flinch in these situations.
He's going to run it to Hunt, and that goes nowhere. Sweat again, who's had a monster game. Mahomes right over the middle, wide open for the first completion at Kelsey, but he's short of a first down.
And they got to go.
Mahomes, far side of the field. It is knocked away. Avonte Maddox, and the Eagles take over. Dominating Mahomes and the Chiefs. They get it back, up 27. The lower leg area, and Maddox comes in and makes a huge play. Now the Eagles get it back. We're going to run some clock, or maybe throw the dagger. Hurts going deep for it all. Devontae Smith! He has got it! Touchdown!
Wow! Devontae Smith, everyone thinks Saquon's getting the ball. Hurts again, has all the time in the world, and he makes the throw of his life on Jalen Watson. Smith beats him. With maybe what could be the dagger today for this Eagles offense and this Chiefs defense.
And they're going to take it on out, try to make something happen. Remigio here. Not across the 20, and tripped up across the 25. Got a penalty flag, too.
Nothing they have not been able to sustain much.
Illegal block in the back. Number 21 of the return team. Penalty is 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Kansas City's ball, 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes. Loading it up. Got to take a shot. Has Worthy open. He's got it. Worthy a big play. And the first one for the Chiefs all day, and they're finally in Eagles territory.
One of the few times today Patrick has had time to survey the field, and the speedy Worthy, the first-round pick this season. Few teams have gotten behind this defense. Great play for the Chiefs here.
50 yards, Mahomes. Backpedal throws incomplete.
Find an open guy.
Here's Mahomes again. Big hole up the middle, is going to take it and run. No, tripped up from behind. Really good play by Jalen Hunt. Looked like Mahomes had good room there. Mahomes dancing around, thinking about running, going to run, a little shuttle. Oh, beauty! Kelsey's got it for a first down. A shuttle behind him wide on, and that'll keep the drive on going.
You still want to go down here and deliver in the last 15 minutes of this game.
Pressure from Brandon Graham. Mahomes racing away from him. Throws on the run across his body. It is caught for the touchdown. Worthy. And the Chiefs are finally on the board.
Great job by Worthy securing the catch. Patrick with the throw 1 yard from the sideline. You got to stay on track all day with him. Worthy just getting into the defense. Gardner Johnson on the coverage. And a great job by Worthy.
Mahomes fires in, incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver. Here's Will Shipley on the return. And up around the 30 where the Eagles will take possession with 29 seconds.
Run the ball to Saquon, see if Hurts can make some plays with his legs.
There's Barkley. And Saquon's got 4 yards on that carry, which shouldn't take us to the end of the third. Hurts to throw. Gets it out to Barkley. Gets a good block from Goddard. And Barkley has his way for a first down. Straight give Barkley this time. Left side. He's going to pick up a few. Blitz coming. Hurts. Backpedals. Throws. A.J. Brown beats the blitz and beats McDuffie for a first down. Barkley. Spin move. Just nothing there. Chiefs have everybody up on the line. Justin Reed in for another tackle.
Developing these offensive linemen as they have into the best unit in the league.
Hurts. Running away, going to take it himself. Gets by Dana. Hurts still in bounds. He's got a first down and then some.
And the confidence that he has in his speed, toe tapping down the sideline. If he can get out of that pocket.
Here's Barkley. Again, couple yards for him. Looking to throw on 2nd and 8. Pressure. And this time Hurts going to be taken down for a sack. Drew Tranquil. Only Eagles quarterback to play in 2 Super Bowls. Third down here. They're just going to run to Barkley. And again, just swarmed by the Chiefs. Reed again.
Unbelievable.
Elliott from 48 drills it up and good. Still a 4-possession game, but you need 4 scores and 4 two-point conversions in under 10 minutes. See what kind of magic Mahomes can work. He'll never buy another cheesesteak again, I promise you that. So here's Mahomes. What's he got left? Pressure again. Oh. Decked! Ball is out! And the Eagles have it! Milton Williams with a strip sack. Philadelphia takes over.
So much pressure. Milton Williams on Caliendo. And Patrick's trying to get one of those explosive plays that this team just does not give up. But you get in these situations and you get a little bit desperate with only 9 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. And this is what happens with this defense. We've seen it all year. We're seeing it tonight. Not exactly the way that he thought it would go tonight.
Of the defense, the 15-yard penalty being enforced from the dead ball spot. Philadelphia's ball, 1st and 10.
Barkley. Right side. Barkley gets inside the 30 and down to the 26. He goes.
I thought they were going to be very difficult to beat.
Played more than well today. Here is Barkley. Tries to get to the edge. And again, really well done by the Chiefs. Drew Tranquil has had a nice day. Straight give Barkley. In trouble in the backfield. Barkley fighting through tackles, but not going to get anywhere there as Wharton is there. Here in New Orleans again with Elliott on for another field goal. 45 yards out, we get a whistle. This does not count. And this is the 3rd penalty on an Eagles kick. Off to move back 5 yards.
Ball start. Offense number 68. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
We make it a 5-possession game. Elliott, kick is up. It is drilled. It's good. In a 5-possession game, the Eagles are 8-01 away. Here's Remigio looking to make a play. Takes it on out. Good block he gets. And tripped up around the 25. 4 yards of offense in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Quick throw over the middle. It's Kelsey who makes the catch up to the 35, and you won 7 Super Bowls.
I still haven't really lived it down because you care so deeply, and I know this Chiefs team does as well. Patrick is the ultimate competitor.
Out to Pacheco is going to be a first down.
And I just feel like they got to go out there and fight these last 6 minutes.
Mahomes looks around, gets it to Kelsey, across the 45.
Just as you expect he would. They obviously have a great dynasty.
Here's Worthy. He's got another first down to the 42.
It's back to the drawing board.
Worthy gets it again and looks to make some moves, but is stymied there by Slay.
Because I couldn't speak for the rest of the night.
You know, it's
great tenets of this organization in place.
Third down, movement there. Eagles may have jumped. Mahomes gets hit, lets it fly, going deep into traffic. It's intercepted. C.J. Gardner-Johnson has it. And another Eagles turnover if it stands. Remember, there was a penalty. Johnson's still going, by the way. Johnson's going to go all the way if it somehow holds up. He's going to jog down there, and now we'll wait and see.
Aaron Rodgers did that about as well as anybody in the history of the NFL.
Offside. Defense number 98. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
They have been as good as anyone in the NFL. Here's Mahomes, going to hand it off to P-Ryan, and P-Ryan's going to pick up the first down as we go under 5 minutes left in this game.
They really faltered down the stretch. They came back this year with great conviction, and they're trying to get to this game. And
here's Mahomes looking to run, stays on his feet, still giving his all, and then ducks down. Blitz, Mahomes, deck, gets rid of it, throws it, and completes it for a first down. Hollywood Brown has it out around the 11-yard line. Keep the drive going as Zach Baun came in
and allowed them to sit here with a 34-point lead.
Get to Worthy out on the flat, little high step, and Worthy shoved out of bounds out around the 5. 2nd and 3. Mahomes, pressure again, man wide open. He's got Brown for the touchdown. There's a flag, though, so hang on. See if this one's going to stand.
Pass interference. Offense, number 9. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, second out.
You agree with the call.
Listen, normally I would be yelling at the referee. I was pretty much known for that.
There's Mahomes. Dancing around, gets away from pressure, going to take it himself. Why not? Mahomes taken down from behind by Graham. Mahomes throws corner. It is caught for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins hauls it in.
Yeah, it sure is. Coming in late in the season, D-Hop has always been a tough guy to cover with his length. And he's got this huge catch radius, and if you just get it.
You guys did all right. They're going to go for 2 here. Mahomes rolling, pressure, throws, and it's caught, but there's a penalty flag. Watson has it for now for the 2.
The result of the play is a successful 2-point try. Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense, number 32. That penalty will be enforced on the ensuing kickoff.
Chiefs will go onside kick here. Leo Chanel is kicking it, actually, and the ball is out there, and it's still on the ground. Who's got it? Find out. How about Leo Chanel doing the kick? Dave Toe pulling some out of the bag, and the Eagles have it, so they'll take over with 2:52 to go. Who cares, Doc?
Who cares?
1st and 10, Eagles looking to run it out. Give it to Gainwell, get a chance up to the 30.
I think of this game, and there's so many people, all these guys had different football journeys in their career that brought them to this point.
Executive VP of Football Operations, his 25th year in Philadelphia. Another handoff on 3rd and 5. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Eagles just looking to wrap it up. Kenny Pickett in at a quarterback on 4th down. He's going to throw it, and it's incomplete, and the Chiefs will get it back. Mahomes still in the game. Back to throw. Loading up, going to take a shot for Worthy. Deep down the field. He's got it. Wow. Xavier Worthy with the long touchdown from Mahomes. 50 yards.
Great throw by Patrick. You got Worthy just stretching the defense. He's got a few of the reserves in there. But Patrick doesn't care. He's going out there to compete. A little time to throw. He knows where that speed is and drops one in the bucket. What a throw.
Mahomes will throw it, and Hopkins comes down with it for the two-point conversion.
Wouldn't be surprised if they have more chances getting back here.
Little onside kick recovered by the Eagles, and that will do it. Two more of those, and the Eagles can celebrate with that.
Changes your life in so many ways.
For the second time, the Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia. Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59.
Whoa, watch the camera, guys.